Hello guys, welcome back to our channel, Eagletfly Solutions. I myself, Shreya Krishnant, and I'm the internee at Eagletfly Solutions for the data science and machine learning. So today, in this tutorial, we are going to build an exciting Python project through which you can convert currencies. For the user interface, you must be knowing by UI, and we are going to use the tkinter library also. So without a further ado, let's have a look at our product, basically, which we have made. So here is the product, which you can see. Welcome to the real-time currency converter. So it is showing with all the borders, 1 Indian rupee equals to 0.0133 USD. So it is showing today's date also, 2022, 02 and 18. So here you can see there is a dialog box with all other names of the countries and currencies. And this is INR. And this is the USD, and here it is also the dialog box. So here is the thing. Now let us look at how it exactly works. So first of all, as you know that there was a value, and then it got converted into USD dollar. So first of all, let us type a value, 75 suppose. So then click to convert this value. Then you will see that 1 USD dollar is equals to 75 rupees as an INR value. So now you can see that it is clearly working. And you can also manipulate the codes, and by which, like, we will deal with this later on in this video about the coding and procedure. First we are looking at how it exactly works. So you can also choose the other currencies as well if you want to convert it anywhere. So yeah, now just you can type anything, suppose 30,000. When you just convert it, so it is showing nearly equal to $400. So you can definitely just use it to anywhere, and you can help and you can take care of them with the manipulation of the code, and you can build up your own currency converter. So let's get dive into the coding and all the things. So how can we make our currency converter? So this is just a model of the currency converter. If you want to deploy it to any website, or if you want to make any app and with this, you will just have to manipulate with the codes, and you are good to go. So yeah, just let's get started. So first of all, look at this. Now, what we have to do is to build up a currency converter. You will just have to import the you will have to install the packages, that is request. Then you will have to import by pip install requests, and after that you can import the requests, and from that you also have to install another package that is known as tkinter. Okay, so two packages you have to install. One is requests and another is tkinter. So, and then after that, when you will install both the packages, what you will have to do is you will start import requests, and after that from tkinter import as in whole. So this star means import, import the whole library. Okay, whatever in that package, whatever in exactly is there, it will import all the things. I haven't done the two steps, so pip install requests and pip install tkinter, because it was already installed on my Jupyter notebook. So but you can do if you are a fresher. So now let's look at the third code. So third line, this is import tk inter as tk. So yeah, after that, you will do from tk inter import ttk. Okay, so this was the basic. This were the basic steps which will help. Like this is the root, and we have to build a tree. So like after that, you will look for the class. So many of you must be knowing about the OOPS, or object oriented programming language. So we are using that with Python, and here it is. So first of all, you have to make a class and name it as the real-time currency converter. Okay. So first of all, the currency converter project in Python, that requires you all to have a basic knowledge of Python programming and also the Pygame library. For example, like tkinter, tkinter for the user interface, UI. Okay, and requests. Why do we use it? Because to get the URL. Okay, so to install, as I've told earlier, you like to install that, you will use the pip install tkinter and the requests. So we we are proceeding with the just before I'm just explaining you with this whole code. Let us look at the steps to build this Python project on currency converter. So the first step will be real-time exchange rates. Okay. So we will look at the real-time exchange rates. What can be done on real-time exchange rates? What are the exchange rates and whatnot? Second would be the import required libraries. Okay. So import required libraries, whatever will be there. Third step would be currency converter class. Okay, so currency converter class, here it is. We have already looked into the real-time exchange rates, and we have imported the libraries as well. Now we are looking for the currency converter class. Okay, fourth point would be the UI for currency converter. Okay, so user interface for currency converter. Then fifth point would be the main function. Okay, so let's look at the first step. Like I had already looked at it, so but just for you all, like I'll repeat it again. So real-time exchange rates, real-time exchange rates. So like there is a URL. Okay, so let me show you. So this is the URL on which we are working. Okay, exchange rates api.com and /v4 latest USD. Okay, so when you will look at it, when you will dig deep into this website link, you will get to know that this is like this whole website is in JSON format. Okay, the data is in JSON format. So like after that, we will use the base as USD. Okay, base as USD means base as USD means that we have our base currency USD, which means to convert any currency, we first have to do is convert it to USD, and then from USD we will convert it in whichever currency you want. Okay, in whatever currency that you wish to desire, like USD and dinar and INR, dollars, euros, pounds, whatever, that is up to you. So after that, we will look at the date time. So like we have also seen the date time as well. It is showing, wait, it is not showing. Okay, that is fine. So the date time as it was showing it earlier, the last updated date and time, it will just show that the last date and time. Yeah, here it is. So today's date is 22 and 02, as I mentioned it earlier also. It will show date and time. The rates, what are the rates exactly? It is the exchange rates of currencies with base currency USD. So we are taking our base as USD, and the rates is the exchange rate of currencies with the base currency rates. So as now first step is complete now, real time exchange rates. Now second is that import required libraries. So required libraries, as I have told you earlier also, we have imported the required libraries. Now the third step would be create the currency converter class. So now we will create the currency converter class, which will get the real time exchange rate and convert the currency and return the converted amount. Okay, what we will do is that which will get the real time exchange rate and convert the currency and return the converted amount. For that, let's create the constructor of class. Okay, so let's create the constructor. Here is the constructor. Okay, this is the class, and here is the constructor. So what we have passed in it, we have passed self and URL. URL, as you must be knowing that URL is that only we had stored the website link into a variable, that is URL. So then self.data requests.get url.json, because the format was in JSON, so we had to use it. And what is the main concern is rates. Okay, self.currencies is rates. So then we have converted, we have passed a function, like that was a constructor and this is a function. So def function, def convert self from currency to currency, and that is amount. So initial amount equals to amount we have stored in this variable, and we have now put the conditional statement. If from currency, that was a variable that we have passed in the another function. So if from currency is not equals to USD, amount equals to amount divided by self.currencies from currencies. So we have used logic over here. You can use it. So like amount equals to amount divided by self.currencies, and in the parentheses we have given from currencies. Okay, so like then after that we have given the value amount equals to round, in parentheses amount multiply self.currencies to currencies, and we have given the value also comma 4. So now we have returned we return the option amount. So we have called the function and return it. So no, haven't called. Now second, that requests dot get URL, load the page in a Python program, and then JSON parentheses will convert the page into the JSON file. We stored it in a data variable. Okay, now convert the convert method which we have used here, it is the convert method which we have used. So this method will take up the following arguments. Okay, so these were the arguments: from currency from which we want to convert, and to currency to which we want to convert, and amount is how much amount that we want to convert, and then finally returns the amount. Okay, so yeah, as we know that 100 for example, like converter equals to, for example, if we do converter equals to real-time currency converter, and in parenthesis URL, then print converter.convert INR and USD. So then it will give the output as 100 Indian rupees equals to 1.33 US dollars. Okay, so just check it here. 100 INR. Okay, Indian rupees 1.33 dollars. Okay, so after that, now we are finally coming to our fourth step. Okay, three steps are already done. You can see that real-time exchange rates. We had to look at real-time exchange rates. Second, what we did, What was the second step? Second step was import the libraries. We loaded all the libraries. Third was the currency convert class. So we have already built up our currency convert class. Now what we're going to use is UI for the currency converter. UI, that means the user interface for currency converter. So let's now look at it. So yeah, to create the UI user interface, we'll create a class. Okay, currency converter UI. We'll create a class. Okay, first of all. So yeah, currency convert object which we will use to convert the convert the currencies. Okay, so yeah, here is the thing. So what you'll have to do is def, that is init self converter. TK will just, we built up a class also. Okay, so yeah, you can I'll tell you later what is the use of it. App, like class app is basically used because it will store it in a form of a like dialog box. This is only like in a form of page or something, so that's why it is used. Then we have used the currency converter, like this whole thing, UI. So here it is, def init self converter. We have passed the argument converter. Then tk.tk init constructor self pass, like we have passed self. Self dot title equals to currency converter. Okay, we have put the title. Okay, as you can see that here is the currency converter. So self dot currency converter equals to converter, right? So after that, what we can look into that, we will currency converter object which we will use like to convert the currencies. Okay, so now let's create the converter. So converter will be this self.geometry. We have set the length and like all the dimension we want to guess. So here is the dimension self.geometry and 500 into 200. So yeah, now let's create the labels also. Okay, the label basically. So forget this. This is nothing. Like that was used to set the background, but I was getting an error by using this, so I didn't basically use it. Like this, I can tell you, you can use it if it's completely okay with you. So this is showing the white and gray color, but when I'll run this code, it will turn whole blue. You can also change the colors if you want for the background purpose. So now let's create the labels. Okay, so labels is introduction label. What will be the self dot introduction label equals to label. So here is a like variable, and then in parentheses we can go with self, then text, like we'll use the window. Here is the window, and comma, that is text, whatever text we want to use it for the introduction. Welcome to the real-time currency converter. Okay, so we have used the real-time currency converter as our introduction. So foreground we have put the blue. Okay, foreground, that means this whole this is the foreground. This is blue. Relief we have raised tk dot raised. We have and border width we have done, it's 3. Okay, so this is 3. So after that, what we have done, we have the second label, that is courier. So self.intro label configuration we have passed, font equals to courier. So this is the font, and we have set the font, and the like size would be 15, and it is in bold. Okay, so the size is 15 and it would be in bold. Now self.date label, date label what we have kept is label self. Text is the F Indian rupees is equals to self dot currency converter dot convert INR USD, and we have given the value is 1. Then USD slash and like to leave a space or to leave a line. After that, date, self.currency convert, that is date. Okay. And relief we have passed tk.groove, and here is the border width. Okay, so self.intro label.place, we have also mentioned our access, like label access. We call this label access, x equals to 10, y equals to 5, so that you can know here is like where we have to mention it, like here it can come. So the label place would be x equals to 10 and y equals to 5, and date label would be x equals to 160 and y equals to 5. You will get to know once you start practicing, you will get to know by yourself then what labels we are doing. Okay, so and how to like exactly to like turn around the labels. So this code, this whole code is a part of the init method. Okay, we have to note this. So first we set up the frame and add some info in it. After that, the execution of this part, our frame, this, see, this is the main output of the whole program. Okay, whole module like which we are doing. But once you run this code, like till this, all the whole starting, yeah, like from this to up till here, you will see when you will run till here, you will look at the code and it will show that welcome to our welcome to our real-time currency converter. 1 USD equals to 74.9 Indian rupees, and this is date. Okay, you will not see this dialog box, INR, convert, and all that. You will not be able to see because we will do it later on into the later codes. So yeah, this way. After that, now look at the, let's do the further framing of our currency converter. So valid equals to, here is a variable, self.register, self.restrict numbers only. So we have given this person B and person P. Self.amount field. Okay, so we are just creating the entry box for the amount. Okay, entry box like in which we have to keep up the value, whatever amount we wanna put in, and convert it into different currency. So the entry box for the amount and options of the currency is in like this frame, so that the users can enter the amount and choose among the currencies. Okay, so here first of all, what we have done, we have entered the entry box. Okay, second, what we have done is here the restrict numbers function and all that, numbers only function, we will that we have restricted restrict number functions only will restrict, and we will define it later in the code. Okay, so here you have to give the relief. Okay, and justify tk.center. You can also justify it right, and with 17 and border with 3. After that, drop down, going to the drop down, we are just making a drop down function over here. Okay, so what is this? Self from dot from currency variable equals to string where self. Okay, we have passed self into the string where variable. So self dot from currency dot set INR, self to currency variable equals to string self, and self to currency variable equals to USD. Okay, so here's the thing, we have set it INR and USD. Okay, now font is the courier, and we have given the size 12, and here it is bold. So after that, self dot option, and we have done the fonting option, we can like add, we have added. Okay, then self from currency drop down, ttk this box and this whole thing, self text variable self dot from currency variable values equals to list self dot currency converter dot currencies dot, we have passed the keys, font equals to font, we have mentioned already the font, and state equals to like read only. Okay, we cannot like change it. So other things, so width we have given this, and justification we have given that. Okay, so like from currency we have made, just like the from currency we have to make another, and we have to set up another thing, that is to currency. So same you have to do is in this way, font and read only, and width we are given, it's just same. Okay, so after that we will work on the placing part. Placing part is self dot from currency drop down. Place, so we have given the axis up to x axis up to 30 and y equals to 120. Okay, so self dot amount field dot place, x is again 136 and y equals to 150. Now we have given the amount field place, and to currency drop down place dot place, x equals to 340 and y equals to 120. Okay, now what we have to do is, this we have made in like a comment, because it was again creating a problem with the program running, so that's why. So yeah, self dot convert amount, we have given the also label access. Okay, so value, so here just look at it, it's quite simple. After that, one thing we have to note it again is it is the part of it. Okay, it is whole of the part of event after the successful code, successful execution up to here from the initial starting. Okay, what you will get, you'll get this. Okay, you will get this, you will get this, and you will get this. Okay, you won't get convert, you won't get this, you will get this, sorry, you will get this, but you won't get convert. Okay, so up till here, so let's work upon the another part. Okay, so yeah, now let's add the convert button. Okay, by this, by which we are able to convert it, convert. Okay, so we are just adding the convert button, which will call the perform function. Okay, so convert button, self dot convert button, okay, equals to button. Now we have passed the self, text equals to convert. Okay, because we have to do it that way. Foreground is equals to black. Okay, now you can look, foreground is this, is equals to black. Okay, and command equals to self dot perform. Okay, so as we know, where it will call the perform function. So yeah, given the command. Now self dot convert button dot configuration is the font equals to courier, and here is the 10 size and bold. Okay, now dot convert button dot place, we have like just framed the x-axis and y-axis. Okay, so then command equals to self dot perform, it means on click it will call the perform function. I've told it earlier. So perform method. Okay, the perform method will take the user input and convert the amount into the desired currency and display it on the converted amount entry box. Okay, so now let's work on the function of perform. Here it is. So amount equals to float, and self dot amount field dot get. Okay, here it is, we are storing it in a variable called amount. Okay, float form, whatever we want to get, it will come in the form of float. Okay, so from currency, self dot currency variable dot get. Okay, dot get function is used to get any like from currency, that's why to currency is also dot get. Okay, so converted amount equals to self dot currency converter, convert from to and given the amount. Okay, from the very initial point, we have passed the argues, this, if you remember, from currency to currency and amount. Converted amount equals to round. Now we have to round off it, converted amount, and we have given it. Sorry guys, there was a problem with that. So yeah, let's start. Now look at it. Okay, so yeah, just what we have to do is self-taught. Here we have given all the access. Okay, all the access and converted amount field, and we have given the label access. Okay, here we what we did is here we we want to convert make the button up till here. You will get the response. So like you will get the result is welcome till this. You will see up till here. If you run the code, you will see welcome to the real-time converter, and the Indian rupees and INR and this, and this is all whole blank in this, but you will not able to see the convert button. So now after that we are working on the convert button. Self.convert button equals to button, and text convert for background we have put it, kept it black. Command equals to self.perform. Okay, so the perform method will take the user input and convert the amount into the desired currency, and display it on the converted amount entry box. So self.converted configuration, we have put the font equals to Korea and size 10, bold equals to like it is bold. Okay, so self.convert button, we have marked the access labels. Okay, so this is done. Now we are going to do like work on the function that is performed. So amount is the float. Okay, so amount whatever we'll get will be in the form of float. Okay, definitely. Okay, so from currency we have used a function called like method called get. Okay, after like get when we will use the get method, we will able to extract it. Okay, extract the value, and here to currency self dot to currency and dot get. Okay, here we also will have to will be able to extract the value by the user. So converted amount equals to self dot currency dot convert. So you must remember that we have passed the arguments also from cur to cur and amount. Okay, so converted amount, round converted amount, and this is we have given the value. Okay, so we have round off the value. So now currency converter we have already done. So yeah. Yeah, in this we have given the round value. Okay, so now self.converted amount field label dot configuration text equals to str in the form of str definitely in converted amount. Okay, so we have to pass it. So now note this whole. Okay, so this whole function is a part of app class. Okay, we made it app class. I told you that it will work. This whole is a part of app class. Okay, so remember this. Restrict number only method means now let's create a restrict number only method in our entry box so that the user can enter only a number in the amount field. We have discussed earlier that this will be done by our restrict to number only method. Okay, so we have passed self action, passed also the argument action and string. Okay, so we have used the variable regex. Okay, regex re.compile. Okay, and that we are using r and 0 to -9, and we have used these symbols. Okay, so star and this like the question mark. Okay, the slash backward, and this whole thing dollar sign, and this we have mentioned. Then the result. Okay, regress dot match string. Then after return, we've returned the function string equals to this or the inverted commas or string dot count, and then one. The result is not none. Okay, so now this is a this is also a part of the app function or app class, sorry. So now let's create the main function. First we'll create the converter, second create the UI for converter. So if name equals to main, we have passed the URL, then converter, converter, and then app converter and button. Okay, so now in this article, we worked upon the Python projects to build the currency converter. Okay, so I hope you learn new things and enjoy building the interesting Python project. So share it with your friends and colleagues. Do like, share, and subscribe our channel. So it would be very great. So before ending this session, I would like you to just let know what are the advantages of a real-time converter. Okay, the like what advantages, how can you use it, currency converter. You can perform the any like you can perform the currency conversions anytime. It is by very like what are the things, so it is very easy to use. First of all, okay, you can deploy it on any website, and if you want, like, you cannot google it again and again. If you cannot google it, you can just build an app with this. So very fast, and you it will show the time also different. You can change, make amendments, so great, so that like you can make innovations to this whole program codings. Okay, so it can be used anywhere, like traders who send money overseas, like can even see sometime you will not many times that you will not get a connectivity proper, or but you have to check it. So this can be done, and it is moreover it is a good project on which you can do the work. Okay, so traders who send the overseas money can immensely benefit from this tool. Okay, so it is very easy to use also, or speedy operations, like it offers speedy operation. Whatever you want to do, just code and get the output. It is very reliable. Okay, like it can be used in import and export businesses. It is very efficient also. So yeah, this is these are some points which you need to work in mind, like which you should know about the advantages of the currency converter. So yeah, we will meet soon, and like I'll provide the code link below. So please like, share, and subscribe, and let me know on the comment section below that what are your reviews on this project. Thank you.